believe a company will deliver enterprise free cash flows, okay, of 90 million at the end of the current year, 102 million at the end of the year after that, and cash flow is going to grow at 6%. Okay, if the current price of its outstanding 200 million shares is $8 a share, £8 a share, and the company's debt is valued at 1.2 million, and its cost of capital is 10%, then we have to figure out whether the shares are overvalued or undervalued. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to draw a timeline, okay, of the cash flow to determine the enterprise value.
Okay.
So it starts at point 0, and then at point 1, okay, we have an influx of 90 million. At point 2, we had an influx of 102 million. Okay, and then from that point forward, okay, we have a cash flow in perpetuity at 6% per year. To figure the value at point 2 of the cash flow in perpetuity of 6% per year, we're going to use the constant growth model. And the constant growth model equals C1, which is the cash flow at the point at which we're starting, in this case 102, divided by the company's cost of capital minus the growth. We are told, okay, that in this case, so we know that C1 is 102. The rate of the company is, this is problem number 2, its cost of capital is 10%. So we're going to take 0.10 minus the growth, which is 0.06. We solve that equation and we get, okay, 2,550, okay, is, okay, the cost of capital, is the present value of the cash flow from the future perpetuity at point 2. Okay? So now we're going to determine the PV.
It's very complex.
We determine PV of 90 million at the end of year 1. To 102 million, okay, at the end of year 2. And 3, okay, 2,550, okay, a lump sum at the end of year 2. Okay, having done this at home, I know that the present value, okay, of number 1 is 81.81. The present value at the end of year, for year 2 is 84.30.
So you're just taking 102 divided by...
Right, dividing by 10% for 1 year.
So 1.10
Right.
to the first and 1.10 to the second.
Squared, and then to get again to the square, because that's also at the end of year 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that then
That's how you found
becomes
this.
okay. Okay, so this present value here is 1 point. This present value here was 2. Let me do that one again. Okay, I think that was okay, 2,550 divided by 1.1 divided by 1.1 gives me 2107. Okay, so that was, this one here was 2107. Then I add these up, okay, which gives me the enterprise value of the company, 81 plus 84 plus 2107 gives me 2272. 2272. Then I'm going to subtract the debt from it because enterprise value was net of debt, and the debt, okay, was $1,000,002. 15. Let me see here. And that was 2272. So that's 7201072. Okay. Let me see. 2272 minus $1,000,002 is 1072, and I had debt. Okay, then the company's value. Okay. The company's value, okay, was the amount of the market value of the company, okay, was 200 shares outstanding.
200 million.
Yeah, 200 million times 8 gives me 1,600,000. Okay, that was the value of the stock. Okay, and this is the value of the company. So I take the 1,600 minus 1072 gives me 600. Okay, is the overvalue of the company.
Okay.
Okay, and I divide the 600 divided by the 1,000,006, and I get 37%.
Okay. Over
Okay,
million.
which is overvalued.
Okay.
And the answer is, okay, the answer is 33%.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
that equals 35%. If you got a problem like this, just go to the next one.
Okay.
Okay.